do Prahy. Tenhle týden se budeme účastnit environmentálního kongresu v Praze a tak jsme si řekli, že k tomu natočíme, co teda se bude dít.
A bude to celý v angličtině, takže tenhle vlog bude taky v angličtině.
Ano, pokusíme se o to.
Hned jak jsme přišli, tak jsme dostali takovýhle welcome bag a je v tom teda příbory. Jsou asi z nějakého kožešního škrobu, nebo něco takového, ale jsou že znovu použitelný, takže to je super. Potom kapsičku pena z nějakých zbytků něčeho. Potom zápisníček s tužkou, ten se bude hodit, čajíček a kelímek na pití s logem, takže super.
A jdeme se zaregistrovat.
There is written that we are participants, so the organizers will have their organizers. Yeah. I'm super clever.
So it's the core what I would like to share with you. And this is something what is not new. So I think the contribution from the young, from the youth, is and was and it will be essential more than ever. Second point I want to make is this is the European Year of Youth.
Tak nám právě skončily přednášky a prezentace a teďka se budeme ubytovat. Okay, so we've just arrived at the hotel. Dobře, právě jsme dorazili na hotel, pořád máme trochu mozek v angličtině. Anička tady zkoumá koupelnu.
Dostali jsme mini pilníček na nechty.
Wow. Takhle máme hotelík, nebo pokoj, no je to prostě, my jsme ubytovaný na kolejích vysokoškolských, kde vlastně mají takhle k tomu ještě hotel. Jenom abyste věděli, co jsme tak dneska dělali, tak jsme tam měli nějaký jako introduction, nějaký prostě představování, nějaký úvod. Tak jsme byli nějak ve skupinkách, kde jsme se bavili o tom, co každý děláme. A potom jsme měli takový peča kuča, se to jmenovalo. Takový prostě, že někteří z těch participations, někteří z těch účastníků si připravili prezentaci o tom, co dělají, tak nám to tam prezentovali. Dobré ránko. Máme pondělí ráno, teď jdeme na snídani a pak se přesouváme zpátky do centra.
It's the ability to think critically because we are flooded with information, you know, and I know how easy it's like to wake up and start doom scrolling your phone, you know, which is like the great way how to get anxious right in the morning, you know, so please don't do that.
As Martina said, we are one of the European institutions, and right now we are very busy working on learning for environmental sustainability.
For solar, earth on fire, wake up in your tribe. Every change that come to deserve we share as one. Burning lungs, stealing and crying land. Been there, now just let your heart beat. The Amazonia heartbeat. Kobe kobe onu yakanamuya Amazonia. Kobe kobe Amazonia. Kobe kobe Amazonia. Kobe orinoku tuwe uku Amazonia. Kobe kobe Amazonia. Kobe kobe Amazonia.
So we got a game!
it's a great way to show some kids how it's going and so on.
Yes, of course.
So we are so happy. She's so dumb. She forgot to connect the microphone with the camera. So we were speaking and the sound wasn't recording.
So never mind, once again. So today's date. The morning we had a fair where were a lot of stands and participants were talking with us, and we introduced it before. And then we had lunch break, we went outside and we looked for a park where we could eat, but we couldn't find anything. We are just buildings and no nature. And then we had workshop.
We were in a group of five people. And it was really great. We were sharing experiences from environmental education,
like methods and games, and we were playing those games.
And also we sang a song. The river is flowing, flowing and growing. The river is flowing back to the sea.
Mother Earth is carrying me. Her child I will always be. Mother Earth is carrying me back to the sea.
It's so pretty. And as we said, we went outside for a lunch break, but there were a lot of people. We're in Prague. I don't know what I was expecting, but it's all the day, all same in the day.
What?
My brain is dead.
Karteras.
Kabelky ve španělštině. Also, here is two Spanish people. So I talked to them in Spanish and I was so bad, but it was great experience.
Okay, let's go. It's that way.
I'm telling story time and you are not listening.
Me? We were talking about system changes, so it was quite complicated and I was really tired. So we were talking like how to just change the system thinking of politicians, but of all the people and of the decision makers, and what is the connection between individuals and the society. So.
Máte nějaký závěr z toho?
Ne. To je takový to neverending story, no. Vlastně to je to, co vlastně kdybychom věděli, tak už se podle mě všechny problémy vyřešily.
Jak jsme si přehodili do češtiny.
Jo.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Morning.
Dneska se přesouváme na jiné místo a už nebudeme v tom kongresovém centru Karlovky, kde jsme byli včera a předevčírem, ale budeme v Old Town Hall, something like that.
Tam máme matching outfity, takže motýlky. Eliška má motýlky na náušnici, já mám motýlka tady. Pak máme bílé vršky, modré spodky. A to asi všechno.
Distracted by technology all the time. The smartphones, the tablets, the laptops. We are constantly distracted by technology and we do not spend a lot of time. Reading a book is difficult.
I wrote something else at first, but then, yeah.
Well,
we answered the second question, describe the ideal absolvent of education. One of the answers were that we should start sensitizing kids.
Vote like how it should be ordered. Yeah. So what's the priority? But we can even have it like left. Yeah.
It will be perfect, but it will be just fine. All right, it will be good. And you've got a lot of friends and a lot of love here to support you. Thank you for joining us, Nathan. Thank you.
Wave to camera!
Luke is eating McDonald's.
The cheater! Takže dneska je velký den. My jsme se včera připravovali na to, že dneska jdeme na World Environmental Education Congress, kde jsou prostě dospělí lidi, nejsou tu ti mladí jako my na tom Youth Environmental Education Congress. Takže jsme se připravovali, každá skupina má určitý způsob sdělení našich zpráv, našich informací a co chceme lidem a politicians, decision makers, nevím, jak to přeložit, co jim chceme sdělit. No a dneska je právě už ten velký den, už jsme tady v kongresovém centru v Praze, kdy za mnou je krásný výhled, který vy nevidíte, nevadí. Kdy teď už jsme právě v tom kongresovém centru a budeme mít naši Youth Challenge or something, nějakou prezentaci, každá skupina má něco jiného. My jsme s Aničkou byli ve skupině Speak Up, takže my budeme mluvit, nebo takhle, ne vyloženě my dvě, protože jsme se rozhodli, nemůžeme mluvit, nás bylo ve skupině asi, nevím, 20, nemůže tam mluvit 20 lidí, takže jsme vybrali prostě určité zástupce, kteří budou mluvit a říkat naši zprávu, kterou jsme včera vymýšleli. Tamhle ještě doděláváme tu naši speech. No. To je naše skupina. A takhle tady je celý kongres. No, foyer toho kongresu.
Can you hear me? But do you really? You probably had or still have a mentor, someone who you look up to, someone who motivates you, someone you can trust, someone who empowers you and provides with guidance.
I have a question for you. Have you ever felt like you're not included in something that directly affects you and in something that you really, really want to be a part of? Because that's exactly how youth feels about the battle against climate change. If you want to actually help us, if you want to actually make us be seen, and if you want our voices to actually be heard, if we want to work on this crisis together, then we will have to build those bridges.
Because this Congress is about building bridges to build at the time of climate urgencies. Lots of bridges. Bridges between youth and educators, bridges between youth and decision makers, between countries, between people of any age and background, and also between every young person who wants to help and be active, and not only the ones who are privileged enough like us to be here today and make our voice be heard. So we trust you and we want to collaborate with you on building those bridges. And from now on, whenever you talk to a young person, just ask yourself the question, do you just listen or did you actually hear us?
My colleague Violet from France and me from Albania want to share like the most important points that we really want to share with you. And before I start, I really want to emphasize something. We need you. We need your help. We need your experience and your expertise. And the most important thing is we need you to listen to us.
Take me by the hand, strong in solidarity we stand. Act for climate justice, act for climate justice. Take me by the hand, strong in solidarity we stand.
Ahoj, dobré ráno.
Dobré ráno.
Máme dneska poslední den, čtvrtek, kdy už máme vlastně jenom dopoledne. Včera jsme měli ještě gala večeři v restauraci Obecní dům. Jídlo bylo fakt skvělý. Snědla jsem asi 3 nebo 4 porce. Ono to bylo formou bufetu, takže jsme si mohli nabírat. A dneska? Povíš, co budeme dělat dneska?
Dneska už je jenom jako dopolední program, jenom taková rekapitulace toho, co jsme všechno zažili a dělali.
And I think we are wanted to react on this.
Yes. First of all, I want to say that I agree with most of the points about the process of making. But thank you for this.
Our educators have to help young people think independently. Yes. Thanks.